All right, so there's a smoked queso dip recipe going around that the Meat Church Barbecue channel did. A lot of different YouTubers are kind of making that same recipe, and there's people online on like Facebook groups kind of posting that. And it got me looking for different queso dip recipes, and I came across sodium citrate. So there that is right there. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that before. It's new to me. Basically, it's an emulsifier. So if you don't know what an emulsifier is, so if you're making your own salad dressing and you have balsamic vinegar and you have oil, and you put it together and you shake it up just by itself, it's gonna separate. So you need some kind of emulsifier to kind of hold that together, like a food glue basically. So people use mustard for that. So you basically just blend that in there and it's gonna keep it together pretty much all the time. See, that's what this is right here. So when you melt cheese down and you let it kind of just sit there by itself, the fats and the proteins kind of separate and it looks pretty nasty. And all you have to do is just dissolve this in liquid and then gradually add the cheese in there. And you're gonna have that processed cheese texture, but it's not gonna be processed cheese. It's not gonna have like 50 different ingredients in it. And it's not gonna be some fake cheese. Even though there's nothing wrong with it. I like, you know, Velveeta, it tastes good to me. Doesn't matter. But sometimes you just wanna change it up a little bit. I got about a half pound of pepper jack cheese. I got some Colby Jack. I'm gonna use about the same, so it equals about a pound of cheese. And then the liquid you use, you could use beer, you could use stock, milk, water. Basically it's up to you, however you want. And then you just dissolve it in a pot or pan, and you gradually add the cheese in there until you get the consistency that you want. Super easy, 5-year-old could do it. You don't have to sit there and mess around with a roux. You don't have to do the flour and butter and mix it all together and do all that, because there's a million different ways you could do it. That Meat Church recipe looks actually pretty good, but I just wanted to change it up and do something a little bit different for you guys. So if you want to do chili dogs or nachos or just anything with a cheese sauce, this is going to be super simple and easy. It takes you like 2 seconds to get a good sauce going. So here we go, guys. Got some bacon, because it's America. It's America. Jalapenos, pickled jalapenos, right there. Alright, start with the bacon. Alright, so I poured most of that bacon fat out. It's still a little bit warm. Going in with 1 beer, or actually 1 cup of beer. And just like I was saying, so 1 cup of liquid, whatever you want to use, to 1 teaspoon of the sodium citrate. It doesn't have to be exact, just pretty close. It's probably gonna... One teaspoon. I'm just gonna mix it around, dissolve it a little bit. For the hell of it, I'm gonna throw in a couple teaspoons of this Cosmos Q Honey Chipotle Killer Bee, just to see how it turns out. There you go, guys. Easy, fast, different way to do a queso dip. Hot. If you're gonna add bacon to this, I'd be kind of careful, just because I didn't get all the bacon grease out of the pan, and it kind of, you know, I had to skim it off the top, and it was pretty greasy. Because when I made the cheese sauce the first time, it wasn't greasy at all. So I'll just watch out, make sure you get it all out of there. So all you gotta do is go on Amazon, $5. This is gonna last you a long time. So next time you wanna do a cheese sauce, you wanna do nachos, or like a chili dog, or just something like that with a cheese sauce. It's gonna be super quick and easy. You should just try it out and see how it is. And this is the kind of thing you have to keep pretty warm, because it's gonna kind of like solidify, like the same way Velveeta would. But that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. See you in the next video.